Hello friends, I, Miss Kanwalpreet Kaur Puri, welcome you to my YouTube channel, Kanwalpreet Ma'am. If you are new to my channel, please like and subscribe once you check my videos. And I just want to give a brief about myself that I'm guiding students for NET examination. And on my channel, I have updated few videos related to paper 2 and a complete description of paper 1, and as well as I have discussed the syllabus and questions of paper 1 unit wise. So if you are going to revise for this exam, or maybe you are starting for the first time, I request you to check my playlist. Okay, so as we all know, NTA NET has scheduled the exam in this month only, so we have hardly 2 weeks left, and it is a request from my side, students, that stop focusing whether we will be giving the exam or not, or whether we will be able to go for the exam, or what is the situation. We all know the situation is unpredictable, but rather than focusing on all these things, it's better I can study and try to give maximum in this few days. And please start revising and never lose hope. It is okay if you have just started studying, or maybe you have started your revision, but please be cautious and stay safe at home till the time we get our hall tickets, and please continue studying. Let's understand few questions, and today I'm discussing questions on commerce paper. Students, we all are aware that we have total 10 units in paper 2, and syllabus has been updated from June 2019. So as per this 10 units, we may be asked questions, and if the paper is set in a manner where each unit gets equal weightage, then we can expect 10 questions on every topic. We are appearing for 200 marks for this paper 2. So let's understand few questions. First, franchising is a practice of, whenever you read a question, understand it, and then only go to the options. A, leasing for a prescribed period of time, the right to use firm's successful business model and brand. B, selling out a successful business model. C, hiring a firm's successful business model and brand. D, none of the above. So they are asking something about franchising. Okay, here answer is A. If you have studied franchising, you will definitely able to answer. Otherwise, students, I always tell, if you have never heard about the concept or you have never read about it, it becomes difficult. So today the question was on franchising. Next time a question can be asked on lease. So whenever you study any question, analyze it options also, because in future it may be your question. We very well know what is franchisee. It is a contract between two parties, the franchisor and the franchisee, wherein the franchisor allows the franchisee to use the resources in return for some money or royalty. So here option A is the suitable answer. Second, from the following modes of international business, identify the mode which is strategic alliance. Okay, so now the question is something about strategic alliance. If you have never read it, again you won't be able to solve. A is franchising, B leasing, C turnkey project, D joint venture. So here answer is D, joint venture. When you read this concept, technically all have the different meaning, whether it is strategic alliance, whether it is franchising, or whether it is a joint venture. But read the question, analyze which is the most suitable as per the four options. What is strategic alliance? Two people coming together for a mutual benefit. So it is almost similar to D, joint venture. Students, I always keep repeating that keep yourself updated. Even if you have ever visited Starbucks coffee shop, you will read a small print which is mentioned at the board. It is in Tata Alliance. So that is again a question or your concept of your commerce subject. So keep yourself updated. Question 3, NEP. If you are wondering what is NEP, it is New Education Policy. And as it has been recently updated. We can expect questions on it, and even in paper one as well as you can be asked in commerce paper two. So NEP is based on the foundational pillars: access, affordability, equity, quality, and. So this is a direct question. If you know, here option D is the answer. Accountability. A very much direct question. Question 4, which is the right sequence of a stages of internationalization? Okay, now this is sequence. This is chronological order. Now they have asked us the right sequence. Okay, so A, B, C, and D. Read all the options. Here answer is B. Okay, so once we are into domestic marketing, then we go for international. From international, we go to multinational, then to global and transnational. I can answer this question only when I know the meaning of multinational, global, and transitional companies or setup. Okay, so when you analyze option A, C, and D, immediately after domestic, we have transitional, which cannot be the right sequence. In option C, domestic multinational again cannot be the right sequence. In D, we have domestic international, then we have transitional. Okay, so transitional is at the last. If you have studied, then sequence is not a problem. Fifth, CCPA is when you read the question, you don't understand it is from which subject. But when I analyze the options, I understand it is from Consumer Protection Act. Students, Consumer Protection Act has been recently amended, and it is presently Consumer Protection Act 2019. So we must be updated about it. We expect questions in commerce paper as well as in general paper. So here option A is correct, Central Consumer Protection Authority. It is just a full form, and if you don't know, you have not studied, then it becomes very difficult. So always whenever you study something, analyze it properly. Question 6, intelligence, motivation, anxiety, and fear are all examples of. So they have given us examples and they've asked us about it. A, constructs. B, variables. C, factors. D, cannot be measured. Let me tell you, it is from research. If you are keeping yourself updated, or maybe you are pursuing research, or you have a good hand at research, then this question is very simple. Here option A is correct, construct. Now those of you don't know what is construct, now the question is about intelligence, motivation, anxiety, and fear. How you will measure somebody's intelligence level or motivation level? Okay, it is through some indicators or parameters. So if we cannot measure something directly, it is called as a construct. With reference to marketing, how will I measure my customer satisfaction? Okay, for this I have to use certain parameters. So again, which I'm repeating, if I cannot measure something directly, it is called as a construct. Question 7. In the recent years, the major gain in logistical efficiency have come from which of the following? So this is marketing question from logistics. Now they are asking recently because of which thing our logistics has gained more importance or it has become more efficient. Okay, highlight the word recently because here the answer is A, B, C, and D. Amongst all the options, A is the correct. Because of technology, logistical is more efficient now. Okay, all can be the answer, but they have asked recently. So A is the best suitable answer. Question 8. You went to an amusement park. What was it? So first of all, when you read this question, you must have, if you have a good command over the language, you know what is amusement park. So let's read the options. A, purchase of a service. B, purchase of a product. C, an idea. D, an experience. Okay, I went to a park. What I gained? Did I bought a product or a service or an idea or an experience? So when I went to an amusement park, it was entertainment, you can say. So it was an experience. It is not a service. It is not a complete product. It is not an idea. So here, with reference to this question, D is the most suitable answer. Question 9. Which among the following is not an international economic institution? Highlight the word not an. So we are supposed to find out the odd man out. A, IMF. B, IBRD. C, ADB. D, IFRS. So if you have studied this topic, you know option D is the answer. It is not an international economic institution. Next time the question can be on International Monetary Fund, or what is IBRD, or what is ADB. So whenever you study the question, analyze the options. Question 10, which of the following is not a force in the Porter 5 forces model? Okay, so under marketing, we have Michael Porter's 5 forces model. Again, it is a direct question. A, buyers, B, suppliers, C, complementary products, D, industrial rivalry. If you have studied this concept, C is the answer because it is not a part of this model. Match the column. This becomes little difficult because sometimes we get so much confused. Here we have two tables, list 1 and list 2. Students, just note if there is a heading on the tables, that is what is list 1 about and what is list 2. Please read that because that is the answer. That is a hint to the answer. So we have 4 options under list 1 and again 4 options under list 2. So when I read the options and the question, it is something related to committees. Okay, a very difficult question because how many committees we can study, or it is very difficult. We may have never read about it. Hazari Committee, Sarangi Committee, L.C. Gupta Committee, Sanjay Shamrao Dhotre. Now when I read D, it is not a committee. It is a name of a person. Let's analyze options in the list 2. NPS. NPS is non-performing assets, industrial policy, financial derivatives, and 4th is Minister of State for Human Resource Development, Communications and Electronics and Information Technology. So when I read this, it is very well understand, or you can very well find out the answer that answer has to be 4. So what I do, I quickly go to the options. Is there any option where D and 4 matches? Now when I look everywhere D and 4, because they know it is very easily you can identify that this is name and this is the portfolio handled by that minister. So now what I have to do, I have to search another option about which I'm very sure about. I'm very much sure that Hazari Committee is related to industrial policy. So now I again go to the options A, 2. So A and 2 is only in the option D. Students, just remember you have to horizontally read this option. Okay, so A is 2, Sarangi Committee is related to non-performing assets, that is B is 1, C is LC Gupta Committee, financial derivatives, and D is 4. So here option D, that is 2, 1, 3, 4 is the correct option. If you are appearing for the first time, sometimes you don't understand that how the match the column has to be read or how the questions have to be solved. So students, this I have taken content from the past year questions, or few questions are framed by me. It is always advisable to mention the source because we as a teacher should never copy any content. And I mentioned here about plagiarism. My last video was on plagiarism, that is we should never copy somebody's content. And if I have used something, I should give the proper acknowledgement and the source. So here it is from the previous a book I've taken from this book, and questions are easily available everywhere. And I request you to keep studying, and please like, share and subscribe to my channel. If you have any comment or if you have any queries, please post it on my channel. And I always believe in that if I can study well, I can definitely qualify. So keep studying. We have hardly 15 days or 14 days left. We'll wait for the schedule for the commerce date, but we should not stop studying. And take care. All the best. May you all qualify.